Hello and welcome to part 2 of tutorials demonstrated awfully for Spyro 2. We have just finished Glimmer and we have 2 orbs from doing the 2 lamp challenges. We have 229 gems. So next up, Idle Springs, after doing a bit of running through Summer Forest. So I'm just going to quickly speedrun 2 Idle Springs as opposed to show you different routes, because realistically you just want to kind of do what I've just done there. So just copy and paste and then straight into Idle Springs. Now I'm going to make this tutorial a lot shorter than Glimmer's one. In Glimmer I went through the standard way and then the speedrun strats, but Idle Springs in particular there's not really any speedrun strats. One thing I will say is, because we've not got enough gems and we don't have swim, obviously we can't do the orb down there to the left, and out of all the orbs that you can do, it's probably one of the ones, unlike the lizard one which is fairly long and easy, it's one that I wouldn't usually bother with, just because of how long it takes. There is one little strat that I'll quickly show you before I start this level. When you get to the second puzzle, because you'll probably know this level inside out if you're speedrunning it, you can pan the camera so you can see what fish are going to come next. So you can see when the yellow and blue fish are coming as opposed to the red fish. So that's basically the only speedrun strat to the puzzles. And I guess there is one other one actually. When you're in the first puzzle, it's comprised of 4 blocks. And you've got to try and turn all blocks yellow, and the way you can do this really easily is just step on each of the corners and that's it, it'll all turn yellow. The last puzzle, you just kind of need to just know the puzzle to do that one quickly. So I'm going to do this as quickly as possible now, and if necessary I'll come back and explain some of the parts to it, but Idle Springs is very linear. So 3, 2, 1, go. One thing I will explain while I'm running it is it's best to kind of get those idols with the marshmallows as fast as possible to allow that guy to have as much time as he needs to go and open the doors. So collect gems while they're opening the doors. You might as well while you've got the time. Another strat is these shielded enemies. If you want to avoid the debunk, just hit them corner on. So that was me hitting it full on, and as you can see there was a recoil. And again there, so you want to try and aim for the side of the shielded enemies, which I'll try and redo for the next one, as it avoids any kind of debunk. And we want to collect, it was 10 enemies in Glimmer, we want to collect 8 enemies for the only orb we'll be doing in Idle Springs, which is the supercharge orb. So skip around Zoe because she will try and speak to you about the shielded enemies. Managed to fuck that up, never mind. You can also do the double jump to get up here quicker. It usually 9 times out of 10 beats the door guy. This door guy is a bit quicker than your average door guy in the level, but you can still kind of get to the talisman quicker by doing this. And then we go straight over to here. That's the third puzzle there to the left that we won't be doing. But we go straight over here to do the supercharge orb. And this one is essentially... I'll start again because I managed to somehow mess it up. It's all about control. Now unfortunately, I know this may sound like an excuse, but the Xbox pad I'm using is on its way out a little bit, because some people are completely fine with using the D-pad, the analog stick, but I can only ever do this with the D-pad. Because I find that the analog, it actually offers too many choices of movement. I like to keep my choices simple. And that's Idle Springs speedrun really. I would usually then go and get some gems over here. Of course you'd try and do that in the first attempt, which I can usually do. I'll be sure to get a new Xbox pad. But yeah, if you need to re-watch, then go back and re-watch. To pick up, but really essentially there is no strats on this level aside from those that I've said. So thank you for watching and see you next time when we do Colossus.